Good morning. Okay. In the previous class, we have discussed up to here. No, we were discussing the tempering process. So in this tempering process, we have what? One big cylinder. One big cylinder. So here is the ground level. So this is the ground level. So big cylinder or container. To the top, there is a rotating arm. We call this as a long arm or rotating arm. So it can be rotated using some manual force or any electrical force or whatever. So this rotating arm can be rotated around its vertical axis, So for this big long arm, horizontal arms are attached. These are called as horizontal arms, and to this horizontal arms knives are attached. These are called as knives. So here we have marked the knives. Okay, so this is called as vertical shaft. This is called as vertical shaft. So this is called as horizontal arms. What is happening? From the top, clay is fed. So what is tempering process? So this is the explanation for the tempering process. Tempering is nothing but obtaining the right water quantity, correct water quantity for the clay, such that it can be molded into the required shape, What is happening here? Clay with water is placed in the pug mill from the top. So this total setup is called as pug mill. So from the top, clay with water is added. Okay, so next is what? And it is continuously rotated using the manual force or animal force or electrical force. And so with that rotation force, these horizontal arms also will rotate, and this knives will also make some action such that the total clay and water is thoroughly mixed, and this process is called as pugging. Okay, so this is called as pug mill. Okay, so this is called as tempering. So tempering is done in which? This one is called as pug mill. Okay, so this is after the tempering process. You get what? Pugged earth, and this is used for what? Molding. Okay, so this vertical shaft is rotated such that the clay is thoroughly mixed. Vertical shaft is rotated by using electric pair, steam, diesel, and by a pair of bullocks. So anything is possible, whatever may be the source of power through which it can be rotated. Once that complete process is done, so what is happening here? Clay is thoroughly mixed by the action of horizontal arms, knives. When the clay has been sufficiently pugged, hole at the bottom of this tub. Hole at the means here it is. So here it is, the bottom opening is there. From this, the pugged earth or clay is taken out. Taken to where? Taken to where? Exactly for molding. So it is taken to the molding process. I hope it is clear. So you'll be asked a tempering process. So you need to draw this sketch. Okay, so you need to explain the process. Okay, so this is a ramp for to collect the pugged mill. So in this diagram also you can easily see. So in olden days, what is happening? This is a pugging mill. Okay, so using the animals also it can be done. So here the clay and water is added, so it is continuously rotated. Okay, so it is a machine. This is a tempering process usually done by the machine. Here we have horizontal or vertical shaft, horizontal arms. Okay, knives is also there. So continuous mixing is done. Okay, so this is one schematic view. Here you can easily see the persons are adding clay, a fresh clay which is prepared, and to that water is added. So this is continuous mixing. So this is called as a continuous mixing process. Okay, so from this a tempering process is completed, and that earth is taken out or clay is taken out. From there you can go for molding process. From there they can go for, these are the molds or molds prepared. Okay, Okay, here also you can see it's a combination of preparing the earth as well as a tempering for a small scale works, for a small scale work. Here is also this one. So continuous applying the pressure and mixing, applying the pressure and mixing is nothing but tempering process. Okay. Okay, here the next process, first is preparing the earth, that is completed. Next is what? Molding process. So clay which is prepared from the pug mill, so the which is prepared from the pug mill is sent for the next operation of molding or the molding process. Following are the two ways of molding, it is hand molding and machine molding. Okay, hand molding and machine molding, you can easily see. Okay, so here hand molding process, molds are rectangular boxes of wood. Molds are rectangular boxes of wood which are open at top and bottom. Which are open at top and bottom. If you can see here, this is the typical example. Typical example or the photo for the molds. Okay, so this is elevation front. It will appearing like this. This is the plan. Okay, these are rectangle. This is maybe wooden and this will be the steel molds. Molds are nothing but simple encasings. Inside here you are putting what? The clay. Here inside you are pouring the clay and getting the bricks. Getting the bricks. Okay. Here you can see molds are rectangular boxes of wood or steel which are open at the top and at the bottom. Steel molds are more durable. Obviously, it will not get easily contaminated, and it is generally used for the manufacturing of the bricks on large scale. It is used for large scale. Now, another one more classification or sub classification you can see, bricks can be prepared obviously using steel molds or as well as wooden molds, or another classification you can see ground molded bricks or table molded bricks. Ground molded or table molded. So depending on which platform you are using for preparing the bricks is called as ground molded or table molded. So here it's already shown. This is the nothing but the plan and elevation of the molds, steel molds or wooden molds. Okay, here you can see ground molding operation. Ground molding operation. First, what they are doing? They are preparing the earth. Means what? They level. They are making the level ground. On that, they are putting exactly this mold. Okay, this is the mold. What I am showing. So in that, what they are doing? They are filling the pugged earth. They are filling the pugged earth or clay inside that one and taking that one into the position. Here they are telling the position and later on the keeping that one and just removing the only case. Removing only the case. After this is placing, only this top portion is removed. So that clay is stayed there only. This rectangular box, after removing, the clay is appearing like a brick form. Clay is appearing in the form of bricks. Okay, the extra surface everything is removed off or cutted. Okay, everything is removed. So you are getting the brick shaped clay. So that you can easily see here also. So the level ground, they are putting the molds on the ground. Okay, molds on the ground. Inside that they are putting the clay, leveling, compacting, removing extra, and lastly taking that mold to the next location. Taking that mold to the next location so that you can get the bricks. So can you get the bricks? These are wet condition brick. So they are keeping it for drying process. Okay. Okay. So in this ground, so in this what? Ground molded bricks. What is the procedure? First, ground is first made level. Obviously, the ground is made level. Fine sand is sprinkled. Okay, fine sand is just sprinkled over it. And the empty mold is dipped in water and placed over the ground to fill the clay. What we have just explained, no, that procedure they are telling it again. mold is dipped inside the water so that any clay is attached, so that is washed away. So mold is dipped in the water and placed over the ground to fill the clay. Second step. Next, after placing the clay, so I said no, removing extra. So that extra clay is removed by the wooden or metal strike. Is nothing but simple. If this is the box, if some clay is extra here, so you can easily remove by some steel edge, no, steel cutting or knife, something like that. So they generally call it as strike. They are calling it as metal strike. So after the mold is filled with, forced mold means what? A little bit pressure is applied here. Okay. So is then lifted. Okay. After placing it one location, filling, compacted, removing extra, it's again taken to the next position. Okay. So the raw brick is left on the ground. So raw brick is left on the ground. So you can see the raw, the raw brick means all these are called as rough bricks or raw bricks. Okay. So you can see here. So these are the raw bricks. These are called as raw bricks. Okay. So level ground, first step. Okay. Level ground. What is that? Fine sand is sprinkled. So here is the some sand is there. This one is dipped in the water, located in this position. So she is putting the clay here. Okay. And later on removing to the next location. Okay. Okay, here what is they have mentioned? Mold is then dipped in water every time. Okay, lower the faces of the ground molded bricks. So these are generally rough bricks. Ground molded bricks are always rough. Ground molded rough. It is not possible to place a frog. Frog is nothing but, you can see here in this next diagram, you can see frog is one key formation. So here on this every brick there is a key, no? So this portion, is it visible? For every brick there is some indentation or some mark is there. From the top surface is not level. So all those things are called as a frog. Frog is necessary to have a proper binding with the next brick or in the next layer. For proper binding, bonding, it acts as a key. It acts as a key for all the things. Okay. Okay. So ground molded bricks offer better quality. Ground molded bricks offer better quality with frogs. Okay, with frogs on their surface. On their surface. So how they are done? With the pair of pallet boards. With the pair of pallet boards and wooden block. With the pair of pallet boards and wooden blocks, these keys or frogs can be made. These keys or frogs can be made. So understand this one point. Ground molded bricks. First level ground. Okay. Fine sand. Mold in dipped in water. Okay. Clay is filled. Compacted. Force is applied. And extra thing is removed. So mold is again dipped in water. Taken to the next one. Okay. Okay. Can see this one. Preparation. Okay, here you can see the preparation of the ground molded bricks. These are called as ground molded bricks. Okay. So next thing is table molded bricks. Everything is same only, but just they are prepared on a fixed location. So that is why they are called as a table molded. Okay, obviously table will be used. So from this they are transported. From this they are transported to the second location. Okay. So process of molding these bricks is just similar to the ground bricks, but it is prepared on the table. So generally it is prepared on the table. It can be easily seen here, table molded bricks. So here you can see the molds. These are called as molds. At a time, 2 bricks can be prepared. Okay, you understand this one? These are called as table molded bricks. Okay, so next is what? Machine molded, automated, where requirement is too much, where requirement is heavy. So you can go for table mold, not sorry, what is that? Machine molded. So machine molding is done using the machine or robots continuous clay is fed from the top, continuous bricks are coming outside. Okay, continuous brick outside is coming outside. This method is economical when we require in a huge quantity, when we require in the huge quantity at a same spot, at a same given location. Okay, so molding is hard here and string clay. When the clay obtained is very strong, then machine molding is very necessary here. Okay. Okay, so you can see here, top from it is fed, top from top it is fed the what is that, raw clay or fresh clay is fed from the top, and from here water and everything is continuously mixed, and here from here laying of bricks is done. From here the laying of bricks is done. So here a bigger factory, you can see bigger factory, continuous machinery or robotic or computerized system is there. Computerized system is there. Okay. Here also you can see, easily it is seen, these are called as wire cut bricks. Machine molding only, wire cut bricks means what, continuously the clay is coming, continuously clay is coming. So the clay, when the clay is coming, no, using wires these are cut. So continuous stream of clay is coming, continuous clay from the machine is coming, using wires these bricks are cut like this, using wires. It's a continuous automated process. Okay. Okay, so see here you can see the machines may be again classified into plastic clay or dry clay. Plastic clay or dry clay. In simple words I will explain. Plastic clay means whatever may be the machine from the top where input for the machine is there, no, if it is in wet condition, means what, already tempered clay is fed, already tempered clay is fed to the machine, then it is called as plastic clay machine, then it's called as plastic clay machine. Before entering into the machine itself, the clay and water is mixed and tempered correctly, and later on it is fed, and from there the direct bricks are coming, from there direct bricks are coming. Okay, those are called as plastic. Plastic is nothing but what, it can be easily molding, no, so that is why plastic clay machine. Dry clay machine means what, if this is the hopper or entry point for this machine, only clay or dry clay is fed, dry clay is powder is fed, and again water is added here, machine water is added to the machine separately. Here water clay mixed added, here dry clay is added and again water is added, inside some mixing is done, inside mixing is done, and outlet will be the bricks. So those are called as dry clay bricks, those are called as dry clay bricks.